All right, y'all. We are live on this. I don't know what to call it. It's a beautiful. It was beautiful. Now it's kind of cloudy. This beautiful, cloudy Sunday afternoon, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, y'all. In this video, I want to go over my current trades. I want to go over my current plan. I want to mark out some levels that I think are important, and I want to talk about the macronutrients of Bitcoin. We're going to be breaking down the proteins, the carbs, and the fats so that we have that really nice, well-rounded macronutrient ratio to determine where the Bitcoin price is going to go so that we can make the juiciest gains. Stay tuned, y'all. And by the way, I do pray that all of you are blessed in the name of Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah. Praise God. We will be live soon. We need some background music. Let me put on some Carl from the Moon while we wait.
You've got the looks, you've got the beauty inside, you've got the looks. The money can buy, you wanna live like all the stars on TV. You wanna love with someone like me. Give me love, and don't go. Give me love, give me love. Man boy, you can call me man boy. I don't care, I'll show you how to love. There's no halo around my head, no. There's no angels here. Man boy, you can call me man boy. Oh, man boy. You're gonna see, you're gonna know what I mean, 'cause I am more than you believe. I know they're strong, the feelings I have for you, I know they're strong. I'll show they are true. Give me love, and don't go. Give me love, give me love. Man boy, you can call me man boy. I don't care, I'll show you how to love.
All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Sunday, and thank you guys for being here. Let's get the likes up on this video because I am up in the ante. If we can get 750 likes during a stream, I will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin, just like how I gave it away last week. That was a pretty good stream. All right, guys, so let's get into this Bitcoin price action because, man, the past really since July 21st. I'm sorry, July 20th. No, it was the 21st. The 21st of July, literally Bitcoin was just like, and you know, I totally missed this long right here. I totally missed it. Instead, what I did, guys, was I was short scalping my way up here. A lot of you know, I shorted right here. Where else did I short? I shorted right here as well. And these were trades that I had been waiting for, and I took them. I am currently in two trades right now. I am in a long from right down here, and I'm in a short from somewhere up in here. And these are trades that I did post in, well, in the Discord. So I posted a number of trades in the Discord lately. First of all, we had this trade shorting from the point of control. We did take this trade and hit the first take profit, locked it in before getting stopped out. So we were going to short when we hit 32,877. We came up here and we hit it right here. This was the trade that we took and shorted it down to our first take profit at the weekly. Of course, that trade was stopped out in profit. The next trade setup was actually from 33.8. This was the trade setup given, and I was waiting a long time for that trade setup, and eventually we did come up to 33.8. The reason I had 33.8 marked out as a level was because of our good friend Fibonacci. And if we just pull him from up here to down here, you can see that that's clearly not the fib level I was looking at. So I think I pulled the fib. Yeah, I pulled the fib from this swing high to this swing low down here, right about here. And when we did hit that 33.8 level, if we zoom down to a lower time frame, as soon as we hit it, we immediately got a nice little rejection. That was literally two like the dollar too. We hit it and got a nice rejection off of there. A small little scalp, 1.6%. And then I did not really trade for the rest of the weekend until this morning. Now, the long position that I'm currently in right now, this was a trade that I posted, didn't post an actual setup for it, but in the Discord, I was just in the chat. I saw some bullish divergences, and I took the long. My shorts were hedging me, and I said, yeah, if I get stopped out, I'll look to lower supports. That trade ended up being a monstrous long position. I'm currently still in this long right now. I don't know what percent it's at currently, but I've taken a lot of profit out of here. And this was a really, really nice trade. And in honor of this trade, I do have a discount for the course, a nice discount, $80 off if you use this code. I made a nice trade, y'all. Boom. If you go to jasoncaspertrading.com, use this code, you can get $80 off. It has no expiration date, but it can only be used a certain number of times. So yeah, that long was super nice. And then this morning, when I woke up, there was a trade. There were two trade setups I was eyeing up. One of them was to short if we lost a very important fib level, which actually, believe it or not, was right about here. Because this, believe it or not, this red line right here, you can see it's been respected many times. Resistance. Actually, this red line, guys, is the 0.5 fib level from the Corona dump to the all-time high. If we go to the weekly time frame and we zoom out here, we can see that the red line that I just marked on the chart has been an extremely important level of support during this whole period of consolidation. And so, when I saw that potentially we were going to retest, we lost that red line and we're retesting it as resistance, I decided to short from there. And that was a trade setup I did post here in the Discord, and that is a trade I took. I locked in. I took two take profits. Take profit 2 was going to be about $100 lower than where I took take profit 2, but I could see that we were going to get a retracement upward, which we're currently getting. We're currently getting a retracement upward. And some important areas, guys, if you're also in this short, a very important area of resistance is the VWAP. First of all, the VWAP, and second of all, this red line. As long as we are staying below the VWAP and the red line, I will stay in the short. But right now, I'm in a nice, comfy position because I'm long and short, and so whatever way the price goes, I can cheer it on. And what I want to do now in the rest of this stream is I want to mark out some levels that I think are of interest to us, because I've been getting a lot of questions from people saying, hey, Jason, how are we going to trade these markets? How are we going to trade? I've actually gotten a lot of messages from people saying, how can we trade these markets? The divergences don't seem to be working out. How are we going to trade the markets? And I think there's a lot of ways that we can approach this. during the past, I don't know, since we lost, let me shut off some of these levels just for now, guys. Since we lost 42K and we've been in this range, things have been very neutral, meaning we have not really had so much upward momentum since, I don't know, maybe like right here in these days, back in these days. And, for the past few weeks, it's just been super, really awesome. I don't know. What did I even say? It's been really nice because the trade signals have been so clear. But we need to, whenever we're approaching the markets, it's very important to understand the context in which we are approaching these markets. And that means looking at things more holistically from a macro perspective. If we are currently getting a lot of momentum on a high time frame, like the daily right here, where we are getting a bullish divergence that is currently playing out on the daily time frame, then we need to be prepared for a lot of upward momentum and take that into account when we're looking for our shorts, and vice versa. If we're getting a lot of downward momentum, we need to take that into account when we're looking at our longs. And so really, and I posted a VIP update in the Discord this morning. And by the way, if anybody is interested in the Discord, you can access that right here at patreon.com/Jason Casper. Boom. Shout out to Crypto Yacht. Shout out to Memory Man. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Do you think we can actually get this video up to 750 likes for that sweet 0.025 Bitcoin giveaway? Guys, that was $800 last week, but now that could be like $1,000, man. Imagine what you could do with that. You could enter a long position, 100x leverage, $100,000 position with money that you just got for free. And if Bitcoin, again, twice in the past week, we've seen Bitcoin go. So what if that happens again, guys? What if that happens again? So call your mom, call your friends. Let's get this video up to 750 likes. Yeah, 750. That would be nice, guys. That would be nice. So overall, I still think we do have some room for more upward movement. The reason I say that is because last week when I was talking about the situation that we were in, where everybody was, not everybody, but a lot of people were like looking to take shorts down in here, and so was I, because it looked like the 4-hour was topping off, but the daily was telling me there was more upward room, there was much more upward potential. And a lot of times in the past, when the daily time frame is giving us lots of upward momentum, and the 4-hour time frame is printing a red dot, but the money flow looks like it's about to cross, that is usually when we start to play a game of red dot, green dot. Red dot, green dot is a game where Market Cipher B will print a red dot on the 4-hour time frame, and then immediately print a green dot, and we get one last final pumperoo. Okay, right here, the same thing happened. We played a game of red dot, green dot, and we got another pumperoo. The question now becomes, are we going to still continue to play red dot, green dot, or are we going to come down from here? We can see in the past there's been a lot of times where we play red dot, green dot, right? Like look at right here. Red dot, just kidding, green dot, money flow crossover, kaboom, a pump to the upside. There's been many times where that has happened, especially in this last period of consolidation, and also on the daily time frame and the 12-hour time frame as well. There have been many times where on the daily time frame, guys, I want to point out this little section of price action right here. Okay, we had a green dot on the daily, bullish divergence, mind you, bullish divergence, price coming down, momentum coming up, just like what we've got going on now, but we cooled off for a little bit right in the middle, but we did have the VWAP give us the old golden arches, okay? The golden arches, which if we take a look here, is the McDonald's logo, okay? When you see the McDonald's logo on the daily time frame, a lot of times it means we're going to get one last pump. Now, if we zoom in, check it out. We got the first pump, right? And then what happened? The VWAP started to point down. But then the VWAP decided to come back up, and we get the golden arches. Is it possible we're about to also get the golden arches here, where we get another run up, where this is just a halfway point, where we're going to consolidate a little bit, maybe come down a little bit before another move to the upside? Something we're going to talk about, because I know the CME gap is there. I know we had this pump over the weekend, but Bitcoin has a track record of surprising people. So we need to be prepared for any kind of price action, whether it be up or whether it be down. And shout out to Crypto Yacht in the chat. People are questioning some things about the click clack. Sorry, I get excited, guys. You know, when Bitcoin is pumping, I get a little too excited. I just start firing off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, so we do need to be prepared for more upward and downward movement. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say, because we do have the bullish divergence playing out, and the momentum that we have seen in the past few days has been something that I don't, we have not seen this for Bitcoin in quite some time. I don't think we've seen momentum like this. It wasn't even this intense back in these days here, guys, because we blast through some really strong resistances with very little effort during this last run up. So just keep in mind the fact that we may see another leg up, or we may see another leg down. So first, let's assume that we are going to come down, right? Let's assume that we put in the top right here. And, I kind of missed this because I was sleeping, but I did notice in hindsight that we did come up literally right to a weekly level. And not only did we come up to a weekly level, but we also put in a higher high than this right here. So potentially this is a chicken drinking water short entry, and we really are going to come down here, because if we look at the daily time frame, it looks like the VWAP is coming down. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, we're very oversold. We're very overbought. And if we go to the 3-hour time frame, we have a bearish divergence that has printed on the 3-hour time frame, right? That ain't no joke. A bearish div on the 3-hour, that really ain't no joke. Okay? So it's possible that we put in the top. So if that's true, and we're going to come down from here, then our job as traders is to start thinking about where are we going to look for the next long position, right? Because if price is dumping, we should say, where is it going to get a bounce? So we can enter a nice juicy long position. Juicy. See, if you go to the golden arches, okay, I'll tell you what they don't really have too much of there. They don't really have too much juice. You might need to go to a watermelon patch, okay? And let's see here. This is where the juice is at. If we want to get a juicy trade, we need to be thinking ahead, and we need to be thinking, while price is dumping, where are we going to get that bounce from? So what we like to do, what I like to do, and what many people like to do, is we like to pull out the Fibonacci, all right, retracement tool. And you pull that thing, if price is dumping and you want to try and find where it's going to find support, you're going to pull that thing from the swing low, the place where we started pumping. People get confused. What's the swing low, Jason? I'll tell you what the swing low is. The swing low is the place where you very clearly can draw a V shape. If we were to turn on a line graph, we very clearly see the V shape right here, right? And so that would be the swing low. In fact, oftentimes I tell people, just turn on the line graph, and then it becomes very clear where the swing low is. And we're going to pull that from the swing low to the swing high, the place where we pivoted from. And what this will do is this will give us some areas, right, where we can look for, let's say, a potential reversal, a potential bounce. And so if this really is the top, and we're going to come down a significant level, either we are going to continue in the uptrend where we come down and then put in a higher high after this, and then a higher low, and then a higher high, or, right, we're going to come down and we're going to put in a lower low, and then a lower high, and then a lower low, and then a lower high, and just continue down. Both of those things are possible. So what we want to do is we want to ask ourselves, well, where is a place, if price is going to come down from here, that we can look for that long? So we pulled out our fib. We can see that our golden pocket's coming in right between 31.3 and 31.5. So we know that this right here is an area of interest. We've got our 382 up here, which is also an area of interest. And this 382, by the way, if we just draw a line here, we can see that this 382 has been our support, our support, our support, our support, our resistance, and our resistance again. So, these are two areas of interest where, there's a lot of volume that was trading in this area, and it's very likely that if we come down from here, we might find support there. And the next thing we're going to do to potentially find a bounce is we want to take a look at, what am I even trying to say? We want to see if there's any confluence here. We want to see if there's any other confluence here. So, what I like to do sometimes is I will like to take, fib levels from multiple areas. But I'm not going to do that in this video. But, check to see, is there a daily level of support anywhere down there, right? Well, what do you know? There is a daily level of support right around that golden pocket. So now we know that this area has some confluence right here. Are there any weekly levels? No, not really. Are there any areas of high volume? Yeah, there's a high volume node also right in this general area. So what we're doing is we're saying, okay, right? You ever say okay to yourself? Okay, in this box right here, right? This blue box that we have on our chart. Let me turn off some things here. This blue box is an area of support in which if price comes down to this box, we will look for confirmations on Market Cipher telling us we are going to get a bounce. Now, if none of this makes sense to you and you want to learn how to do this, how to mark levels on a chart, how to enter those juicy trades like this juice watermelon long position, or also like this not so juicy but still somewhat profitable short position that I'm still in right here, okay? What you can do is you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, and there is an $80 discount right now in honor of this juicy trade that I made, okay? This juicy trade that I made, posted in the Discord, that I was going to go long on a whim, and it turned out really juicy. Really juicy. At 12:27 p.m. Friday, 2 days ago. So there's an $80 discount, and the coupon code for that is I made a nice trade, y'all. I'm going to pop it in the chat right here. Okay, boom, 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 boom. And you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. And the goal of this course is to give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident trader so that you can do the technical analysis. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what CryptoFace is doing. It doesn't matter what Carl from the moon is doing. Okay? It doesn't matter if Crypto saw a rare signal that just flashed for the first time in 35 years. Even though Bitcoin's only been around for 10 years, it only happens once every 30 years. And it just flashed. And it doesn't matter what those people are saying, because you will be able to make your own plan. And will be able to have confidence in yourself to do the technical analysis, to look at Market Cipher, to have a strategy that you can test and know is profitable, to use good risk management so that even if you're not the best trader, and let's say you lose 3 out of 4 trades, you can still be profitable over time if you're using good risk management. This course is the foundation that I wish I had before I started trading. So if you want to learn all this stuff, check it out. Also, while I'm shilling my own course, let me also shill Market Cipher, 10% discount. And by the way, guys, I love Market Cipher. I use it. I am lost without Market Cipher, and I mean that seriously, guys. This is the only trading indicator that I use now, and it's really awesome. You get a 10% discount with that code. Also, Bybit. If for any reason you want to have another Bybit account, you can use my affiliate link if you want to, and yeah, it's the same stuff as every other Bybit affiliate, right? You can get up to $1,600 if you deposit a certain amount and all that stuff that Bybit gives you. So This is one of the areas I would say I'd be looking for price to come down to for a juicy long, if this is in fact the top, if we're not going to play a game of red dot, green dot. Okay. I would be looking at this. The first support that I would seriously be looking at is right down here between 31.3 and 31.7, give or take, right in this blue box, guys. Of course, we can also say that the 382 level is a great area to look as well, right around 32.6. That would actually be a really nice retracement right there, because of the fact that this is a horizontal level of support and resistance. We can just look historically at the chart here and see price tends to have a reaction at this level, right? We could see it here, we can see it here, we can see it here, we can see it here, and then we rejected twice off of this exact level right here. The reason we rejected off this exact level right here, guys, is because this is also a very significant area when it comes to volume, right? This is the point of control of our entire range since the time we lost 42K. So the two main areas I'm looking would be right around 32.6, and then that down here in this blue box. That would be for the longs, y'all. For the shorts, we need to then use our technical analysis abilities and take a look at levels that are above us, And just to put on a blank chart here for a second, right? I'm going to put on a blank chart for a second. You know, what areas can we see just by looking at the blank chart where we think we might run into some kind of resistance, right? Some kind of resistance. Well, I would say that right about here, boom, we can see that we have this level that seems to be very well respected from the time that we first started to dump, okay? We started to dump before we even got to the toilet. And I remember those days, guys. It was a mess. It was a mess. But we can see this line has been acting as our support, resistance, support, consolidation, resistance, and then it's been our resistance ever since. This white line right here is a very important resistance, guys. It's an extremely important resistance, right about 35,920, give or take. And, you know, this is like one of the areas I would be looking if I was trying to put on my shorts. Put on my cargo shorts, guys, because you guys know how much I love cargo shorts. And today is the stream where I Google everything that I'm talking about. Let's see. Pickpocket proof adventure travel shorts. Okay, shout out to Clothing Arts, innovating travel wear since 2009, okay? Look at these shorts. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look, he can keep his iPhone in there. No one's going to pickpocket this guy. Nobody is going to pickpocket this guy. He might look nerdy. He has his shirt tucked in. Look at that watch. Kind of nerdy. You might think, oh man, look at this nerd. Kind of easy to pickpocket. What you don't know is you don't want to mess with this guy. You can tell because of his calf muscles, all right? Let's take a quick look at his calf muscles over here, guys. Okay? His calf muscles are very muscular, and we know that's a sign of good leg genetics, which probably means he's very fast. If you try and pickpocket this guy, he will run after you, okay? Look at the leg hair. Okay? Look at the leg hair. You guys see that? Okay. I'm not going to save this. So yeah, those are some areas that I'd really be looking at, and in the immediate short term here, okay? In the immediate short term, shout out to Fernando, my good friend. He says, man, stop talking. What is the interest of that? I'm trying to explain to you, man, about the cargo shorts, you know? Also, Fernando, just so you know, you can get the same amount of value from this stream if you just shut off the volume. Okay. Let's take a look here at the VWAP, right? There's two areas right now where if price comes above, I should say there's three areas. As long as price stays below let me put on some levels here. This line right here, and let me put on another level. What price is Bitcoin at even right now? Is this it? No, that's not it. This is it. Okay. Let's take a zoom in here, guys. As long as Bitcoin stays below, there's three main areas. First, the VWAP. Second, this important fib level right here, which we can see has been acting as a pretty strong resistance, and then we had a throw over. And then thirdly, I mean, this weekly level. As long as Bitcoin stays below this level, I'm still looking for lower prices. I'm still looking for lower prices because these are the immediate short-term important resistances that we have. The VWAP, we can see, was acting as our support along the way up, and now we've kind of flipped that support into resistance. So as long as we're below the VWAP, I still think we can come down lower. If we go to the 3-hour time frame, you know, we do have the bearish divergence that is, you know, playing out. And you could say, well, it's already played out. Perhaps it's already played out, in which case we did get a nice, you know, 2.65% retracement, and then we'll continue up. If Bitcoin comes above that weekly level, then I will be looking for price to go higher. I will be looking for price to go higher. And if you are not in a long position and you think we're going to play a game of red dot, green dot, and you think price is going to go up based on your technical analysis, then I would highly recommend that you long some kind of support. If price retraces back down, you know, to, let's say, this level, this would be a great place to long. If we really are going to come up, you want to long as low as you possibly can, maybe right here, or potentially just right here at this 33.8 level. Or if we just pump up from here, then what you would want to do is you kind of want to wait for a retest of support and then long the support as we're coming down to it, right? When we bounce off of it, that's where you would kind of want to enter your long position, and you'd want to enter right there and put your stop loss below that last swing low. This is a really good area to determine what is going to happen to price, right in between this, can't talk today, guys. Sorry. I had a lot of coffee this morning. So I'm a little jittery. Okay. A little jittery. This box of consolidation right here, whichever way this box breaks, I am persuaded is the way that price will continue to move. Because we do have very important resistances above us, and also this is a very important support below us. And so just trade accordingly, right? I have my levels marked out. I have my plan ready to go. And so I'm currently short on Bitcoin. I took an Ethereum short too when I took my Bitcoin short, which I don't even know if that thing is, yeah, it's probably still open. I don't know. But let me pop into the chat now. Let's take a look at Ethereum real quick, guys. So Ethereum right now is at a key area, right? Every day when we open up the chart, we're at a crucial area, okay? Every day, it's very crucial, right? Wait, crypto yacht. Is there really yacht coin? Is that real? Do you have a coin? I spelled yacht wrong. Yacht coin. Oh, really? Wow. Is this really yours, bro, or not? Oh, nice. It's a nice coin. Yeah, I could see that we're up based just on the TA. I can tell that, well, price has to go up from here, guys. It has to go up from here. It has to go up, right? So Ethereum is also at a very important place. First of all, we are at a daily level. Second of all, we are at a we're kind of at a golden pocket as well, right? And a trend line of this giant triangle here, right? This giant triangle right here, descending triangle. And so for me right now, the reason I'm short on Ethereum is because the same reason I'm short on Bitcoin, which was we came over a resistance, we came down under it, we got a retest, and I decided to take a little short here. The daily, same as Bitcoin, looks like we could fold over. The 4-hour, looks like we potentially still have some more downward movement. We're not getting on Ethereum we are getting the bearish divergences and the money flow curving down on the 1 hour. So, for Ethereum and for Bitcoin, I do think we can see some more downward movement. But for Ethereum also, I'm really just making sure that we're not going to come back above the VWAP or the 0.65 of the golden ratio. For Ethereum right now, as long as we are underneath this trend line, underneath this daily level, I am expecting us to come down more. That's my market sentiment right here, right now. Okay, doesn't mean we're not going to have some volatility here, guys. Because remember, that we could get a green diddly doot on the 1 hour, which could give us a nice little retracement. But as long as we put in a lower high, and as long as that we keep coming down with the money flow and all that, we could see some lower prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We also need to keep in the background of our minds the fact that the CME gap could close, right? If we take a look, and that would affect Bitcoin and Ethereum. I guess I don't have it on my watch list right now. I don't have the Bitcoin futures chart here. No, I don't have it here, and I don't remember the Here we go. Here we go. Wait a second. I'm not even going to go here, guys, because I'm about to make a fool out of myself. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Actually, I do know what I'm talking about, guys. So here's the thing. This is the CME gap, right? Back down to 32,485. And currently, right now, Bitcoin is at 34,200. 34,200, which is right... Ooh, a spider. Right up here. 34,200, right about here. Okay. Which means that there is a space. There is a space of about 5%. A lot of times these gaps will close. And if anybody doesn't know what the CME gap is, the futures market trades Monday through Friday. I think it's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. New York City time. And the market closed right here on Friday before we got the big pump. And what happens now is the Bitcoin price is now trading up here. And that makes a gap in the price action, a discrepancy between the futures market and the regular 24/7 Bitcoin market. And a lot of times what will happen is these gaps will get filled, where price, when the CME market opens and price is trading up here, we are going to come back down to fill this gap before continuing either up or down. And so this is an imminent, dire, emergency situation right here because, more often than not, these gaps do close. We oftentimes do see them close. Like right here, you can see we had a gap. This is let me turn off the let me turn off the VWAP. But you guys can see right here, we had the gap where we closed on Friday, and then we opened up way up here on Sunday evening, and immediately we come down and we closed the gap before coming back up, right? Like right here as well, we had the gap where over the weekend we pumped up, and then we immediately come down to fill the gap. Oftentimes those gaps do close, guys, so that is something to keep in mind as well. In about, oh man, how many hours now? Well, let me see, it's 1 p.m. by me. I think maybe about 4 hours, this market is going to open, and the gaps don't necessarily close immediately. Like, don't feel safe because the CME market opens and price continues to go up. Because look at what happened here. The market opened, we actually pumped up for another 12 hours, 9 hours before we started to dump. So, you know, don't think just because the CME market is open and price continues to come up here, don't think you're in the clear. You know, I have a poem that says, if price is up here, you're not in the clear. You need to watch out or say, oh dear. Okay? No, hang on. I don't want that. I want to see a picture of an actual deer. You know, I dislike deer, guys. I used to think they were cute, and I understand this is a cute animal here. But you have to understand the havoc they have been wreaking on my bean patch, my pinto beans. They've been eating the pinto beans. And so that's it, guys. That is it. The next time a deer eats my beans, I will eat the deer. And that is not even a joke. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay. Let me come into the chat and see what's going on. By the way, guys, $80 discount on the course. With this coupon code at jasoncaspertrading.com. Boom. Deer destroying gardens. Yeah, they mess up the garden memory, man. Yeah, eat the venison. I like venison. I do. And, you know, Big Butts 28. Shout out to Big Butts 28, my wife. She didn't really want me to eat the deer. Crypto Precision, can you legally do that if it's not the season? Yes, you can if they're destroying your property, which they are. That is legal to do where I am at. So Laurent Chabrier wants to know, what is a golden pocket? The golden pocket, by the way, blue dot on the 1 hour Bitcoin, everybody. The golden pocket is just a Fibonacci retracement level between the 0.618 and the 0.65. That's all it is. Adrian M says, Jason Casper, do you think it would be beneficial for someone new to trading in Market Cipher to focus on the Market Cipher based strategy before layering on more strategies? Well, Adrian, I have to be honest with you. Shout out to Murfish, who says I should get some landmines. Yeah, that would work. Adrian M, if I had to be honest, and this is me, okay? This is me. I would learn some technical analysis along with the Market Cipher based strategy. And the reason I say that is because the Market Cipher based strategy will work. Absolutely. However, it's kind of like having, from my perspective, all right, you have to understand, everybody has a different style of trading, and I do not trade like CryptoFace trades. I do not. So you will develop your own style. For me, trading only with the base strategy and not understanding technical analysis, how to mark levels on a chart and all these things, right? It's the equivalent of having like really bad vision where you take your glasses off and you can still see, but not as clearly. That's honestly how I feel. Okay? That's how I feel. And so let's see what happens now with this green dot on the hourly, because either what's going to happen is we're just going to pump up massively, or we're gonna start to flop over and print a lower red dot right here and just see that very clear downward direction as money flow continues down. And if we go to the lower time frames, we can see money flow is curving down, right? We can see money flows curving down. And honestly, I can just speaking, and remember, I'm not biased here because I am short, but I'm also long. So, and I hope we go up from here because I am in the juiciest long position, right? I am in the juiciest long position. But, you know, this bounce up here has been very weak compared to this initial move to the downside. And money flow is curving down. We can see that on the 24-minute. We're about to come down. And money flow is a powerful thing, guys. Yeah, Adrian, I would learn some basic TA, man. And obviously, I don't mean to show my own course. You don't even have to take my course, although mine is focused on using Market Cipher. Any old trading course will teach you the same dang thing, right? I've probably taken 9 trading courses in my life. And you're going to learn support and resistance, moving averages, time frames, top-down analysis, confluence, Fibonacci, all this stuff. In any old trading course. I recommend you learn it, man. It will save you money. It will save you time if you take a course, because A course will lay things out in order for you. When I first started trading, story time, guys. When I first started trading stocks, okay, back in the day, I don't think I ever actually moved past paper trading. I started trading Forex for real before I ever traded a real stock, okay? So I started learning how to trade stocks, and I got into trading stocks, and yeah, I had a small account. Okay, and I thought I would be able to learn how to trade just by using my intuition, by looking at the charts. And I learned things in bits and pieces, but the problem was they were out of order. The bits and pieces were out of order. Like I learned about support and resistance. I learned about moving averages. I learned all these kind of trading strategies, but I didn't have the overall big picture. And if all you have is a strategy, but you don't have the big picture, I guarantee you're not only are you missing out on gains, but you're cheating yourself, because if this is something you actually want to do, why not approach it in a holistic, comprehensive fashion where you're actually learning the things you need to know to do this? I mean, we're talking about your money here, so it's important, I think. That's just my take on it, man. Market Cipher is an extremely powerful tool, and I think that it can be used to win trades even if you don't know anything else. But I think you could squeeze more out of these markets, especially in the past few months, man. You could squeeze a lot out of these markets if you know some basic TA. So Bitcoin is currently at the VWAP right now, and that means we will see what happens at the VWAP right here. Either I will get stopped out of my short in profit and my long will continue on, or we will get some kind of a rejection here. So let's see what happens on the retest of the VWAP. Things looking pretty bullish on the 3-minute, not going to lie here. We do have a green dot in the 1 hour. But again, until we come above the weekly, I'm staying in my short-term bearish sentiment here. And just at first sight, that is kind of a bearish looking rejection of the VWAP, is it not? So we shall see. Let me come back into the chat here. Amen, Adrian M. All glory to God and His Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Oh, cool. You got the course, man? Then, yeah, I would go through it. Crypto Pump It. Kite Crypto is here? Kite Crypto, are you here? Kite Crypto, what's going on, man? Nice. A true celebrity. A true celebrity is in the chat. Kite Crypto. What's going on, man? I'm honored to see you here. Yeah, shout out to D Landing 05. Basic TA and risk management are both important. Yeah, risk management and basic TA, honestly, guys, even if you're not the best trader, and even if you, like I said, if you lose 3 out of 4 trades, you can still be profitable over time if you have your risk management on lockdown, okay? As long as your risk management is on lockdown and can only leave the house once a day for exercise or to go to an essential store, you will be profitable over time. Let's see. What else we got in here? Brian Daniel says, what resolution do I have my Market Cipher be? I keep it on the stock setting, guys. I do. The only thing I change is the color. Okay, that's it. Shout out to Crypto Pump It, who says the course worked for me. Man, Crypto Pump It is a whale, everybody. He's a true whale. Whenever I put a trade call in my Discord, I hit up Crypto Pump It and say, bro, help me out, man. Help me out. I just told everyone I'm going long here and we're dumping. I need you to go long. Shout out to Alex Smith. Evan Aldo says, the last time the 8-hour looked like this, we dropped down over 20%. Thoughts? ? Well, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the 8-hour. We have a red dot on the 8-hour. Money flow is about to cross up on the 8-hour, man. That is actually, let's take a look. We have not really had a money flow crossover on the 8-hour. like this. You know, during the whole time we've been in this range, I mean, the money flow is not, you know, right here, you could say we had a little crossover. Yeah, I don't know. You know, and you know, Crypto Face is talking about the 6 hour looking super bullish, right? And it does. It looks super bullish. We can just see the money flow coming up here. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if we play a game of red dot, green dot. We played the game on the 4 hour, right? The 8 hours looking like the 4 hour looked before this second leg of the pump. You know, I mean, we played the game. We played the game perfectly. Red dot, green dot, money flow cross. You know, you guys know how it goes. Red dot, green dot, we blast off, okay? That's how it works. So, you know, that could happen on the 8 hour. And remember the daily. Remember the daily time frame. Like, we're looking at the 8 hour in context. The daily time frame, if we get the golden arches, guys. Don't mess with the bullish div on the daily with the golden arches, okay? Look at this. Look at the golden arches, guys. Look at the golden arches. Look at it. You guys see? Open 24 hours in the drive-thru. Just when you think it's time to go to sleep, and just when you think you're not going to cheat on your diet, and just when you think you logged all your food in MyFitnessPal, all your macros are perfect, and you're on a cut because you want to get those six-pack abs, just when you think, that is when your friend calls you, hey man, you want to chill? I'm going to McDonald's. You're like, yeah, I probably won't get anything, right? Then you go to the drive-thru, right? You go to the drive-thru, and those golden arches, they are no joke, okay? Look at this. The VWAP looking pretty sad on the daily time frame, right? We can see that. But, you know, we consolidate, we come down a little bit, and then we get this massive 2-day pump, okay? How do we know we're not going to see something very similar right here, especially since momentum is higher now on the daily than it was back here at these golden arches, right? It's higher now than it was on these golden arches. So when was this? The 12th of June? Let's put a vertical line here. And let's go to the 4 hour. And let's take a look at where that actually was. All right. Okay. I'm just trying to see if there's any similarities between those golden arches and these. I mean, look, there is kind of a similarity in a way, right? We've just had a money flow crossover on the 4 hour. We are topping out. Things are looking quite bearish, and you know, I don't know if there was a divergence on the 4 hour. We do have a bearish divergence on the 3 hour right now, guys. We come down a little bit and then kapam. So the same thing could happen right here. We've had a lot of momentum. Look at this. Look at how much we've spanned from this bottom all the way to this top. I mean, sheesh. Yeah, nothing would surprise me now, guys. Nothing would surprise me now. The only thing I recommend to everybody is mark out your levels and then trade your levels. Come up with a plan, enter the trades. You know, the shorts for me right now, I'm starting out every short I take as a scalp, right? I'm short. I've already locked in that trade as a win. I might even be stopped out right now, and I don't know. But the point is, you know, you got to mark your levels. You got to lock in the profit. Make sure you don't exit the trade with less money in your account than you entered the trade. Only enter the trade if Market Cipher is giving you some kind of confirmation, right? I'm talking a divergence on a key level, and you'll be good. Risk management also. Don't risk more than 1% of your total trading capital. 1 to 5%, okay? If you're new, I recommend 1%. I know people hate to hear that, but all right, let's see. We got any other chats in the chat? It's been a glorious week. People are bullish. We're going to 34.7. LeJam says bullish as F. We're pumping now. Sweet. We pumping. Crypto pump it. It's hard to trade without sticky lines, support and resistance. Crypto Precision has water pistols. Luke F. says Jason's course has been a huge help in developing specific strategies with Market Cipher along with integrating some solid basic TA. Highly recommended. Thank you, bro. Crypto Pumpit is a whale. Alex Chen. What's the name of the VWAP indicator? It's just Market Cipher SR. Market Cipher SR. That's the VWAP that I'm using here. Memory Man had his best week of trading in over a month without Market Cipher. Wow, man. Well, good for you. What's up, Crypto Kite? Thanks for being here, man. Storm, shout out to you. Thanks for being here. Marco Bolo gave 2 likes, one for me and one for Carl from the Moon. Didn't realize he was a talented singer/musician. Yeah, he is. He is a talented singer/musician. A lot of people don't know that. Skatefish is hungry for a McRib. Shout out to Martin K28. The channel is one of the best for TA. It hasn't gotten so big that advertising hasn't got the grubby fingers so deep in it affects the content. Please keep it up. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Martin. I literally get at least 10 or more people reaching out to me per week telling me that they want to partner. I'm very specific about the things I will promote on this channel. Very specific, okay? Some channels are more Atlantic, but here's the thing about my channel. First of all, I'm a trader, right? So I make money trading. And second of all, you know, it's like I'm all about providing quality technical analysis content on this channel. That's what I like to do. And I'm not trying to shill anything that I, don't personally use, or, you know, I get hit up by people like, you know, like, okay, I am affiliated with BlockFi. I enjoy BlockFi. I don't really talk about BlockFi that much. But I use Market Cipher. I use Bybit. So the things that I'm actively using and doing on the channel are the things that I will promote. And that's about it. Adrian Smith, the Desert Fathers. I'll have to check that out. Shout out to Crypto Pumpit. It's tea time for him. Trendverse wants to know about the VWAP strategy. Yeah, you know, I go over it in some old videos. I don't think I have time right now because it's been almost an hour and I'm going to have to head out. But before I do, Marnik V says, I'm the only YouTuber that doesn't make it sound like you don't need to. Yeah, you need to deposit $1 trillion to get that bonus. You do. But if you have an extra trillion lying around that you're trying to trade with, then by all means, get that free 16 hundo. You know what I'm saying? Let's do one last Bitcoin look here. Okay. We're on the 4 hour. We could honestly, guys, just play a game of red dot, green dot all the way up to the moon. It's a little bit doubtful to me, to be honest with you. I think we do need to consolidate or come down a little bit. You know, my final words before heading out would be we have a bearish divergence on the 3 hour, guys. We have a bearish div on the 3 hour, roughly, and if we put in a lower high here, I will then keep on looking in the short direction. You know, this weekly level right here of 34,700. I think this is important resistance. I think the VWAP is important resistance. I think this level right here, 34,394, is also an important level of resistance. If we come above these, then I will be changing my tune. But until then, you know, I think we can come down more, guys. That's just me. Also, keep in mind the CME gap. So if we do pump from here, be really looking at your higher levels of resistance. Okay, you know, 35,920 is a level that I have marked out on this chart. For many reasons, I have that as a level. And, you know, if we get one last pump, I will definitely, you can bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be dump. If we come up here and then the CME, I'm kidding. You can't bet your bottom dollar. Don't do that. Okay, this is not financial advice, guys. This is not financial advice. But yeah, I think if we come back up to 35.8-ish, get some nice bearish divs, I think we could have a nice Monday dump. Guys, you ever have a nice Monday dump? Over the weekend, you ate so much fiber, right? You had a whole giant bowl of oatmeal on Sunday night. Laurent wants to know if I could upload my updated levels in the Discord section. They are in the Discord, so every level that I have on my chart is currently in the Discord. You can import them into your trading view. Also, what was I going to say? I don't have the fib pulls in there because it would get too sloppy, right? So the fib pulls are on the screenshots of like the TA that I'm doing on a daily basis. And so for that, I make sure that the fib levels have the price, right? So this is not just a 382, it's 32681.5, right? $32,681.50, okay? Shout out to Super Googly. Bullish engulfing on the weekly. Yeah, how could I forget about the weekly, guys? The weekly is super bullish, all right? The weekly is super dang bullish. Just based on the weekly alone, you know, we're going to at least have a relief rally. This is not financial advice, but something is going to happen. Something is going to happen. Takahibi says we could swing failure pattern the 34,800, take liquidity, and drop back down to the 618 from the whole move. 34,800? Is that what we're... I don't know. What am I talking about? Sorry, guys. I'm uncircumcised of lip. Sometimes I stutter a little bit. So, okay, right up here, 34,800. I mean, in my mind, if we were gonna chicken drink water this, you know, we already chicken drank watered this. And maybe this is a cup and handle. Nah. Come on, Jason. Don't go there. Don't go there, man. Come on. They're not real. Cup and handles aren't real. Man, if this is a cup and handle, guys, this could be real. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was kind of thinking that we Takahibi that we did swing failure pattern this right here. Just because if we go to the 1 minute here and we zoom out, man, 1 minute is looking bullish. It's so bullish. I mean, we did get a pretty strong rejection after taking out that high, snatching that liquidity. Man, the 1 minute, guys, is looking so dang bullish. So bullish. So Muhammad says, I prefer a retracement to 32.6 to get a bullish confirmation. What about you? Yeah, I mean, if we go back to the 4 hour, we can see that this would be a really nice place to enter along. If we are about to get a super awesome relief rally, or, you know, if for some reason this is the bottom and we're going to go right up to $500,000 million Bitcoin, then this 32.6 would not be a bad place to get long on there. You know, trying to get long. Yo, I'm trying to get long, son. Trying to get long. Yeah, let me see. Rocky Agui says the screen is blurry. Nothing really I can do. I have internet out in the country. Hex and Pulse Chain is where it's at. Trading gets you all wrecked. Well, DC and OFP multiplayer, trading only gets you wrecked if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy in place, if you're not using good risk management. If you're just throwing money long and short, you're absolutely going to get wrecked. But if you have a plan, if you have a strategy, if you know some basic technical analysis, right, you can do pretty dang well. And for me personally, I prefer trading to just buying and hodling coins, but I do need to get the heck into Pulse Chain. I do. I only have a certain amount of time, and I need to get into that, okay? Chintzy13, my good friend. Shout out to Chintzy13. I would love this scenario to play out, man. 43K to 31.5, then gigalong. Yeah, 41, I mean, honestly, a little bit higher than 42K. In fact, to be totally real with y'all, the juiciest possible scenario, right, is we come up past 41K, right? And we take out the highs from the initial drop right here to the first bounce, right? That first bounce that we got, this was about 43% in a day and a half, guys. Whew. Who longed it? I didn't. I did not. I don't think I did, at least. I don't remember back that far. Do you guys, does anyone remember, did I long that? I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay? I think I probably shorted somewhere in here. Yeah, I think I remember what happened. I think I shorted, and I probably tried to catch a falling knife, got stopped out of my long, and then took the rest of the weekend off or something. I don't remember, but whatever the case, guys, this level right here, about 42.4. Boom. If we come above that level, and can you imagine the chicken drinking water? That would be the juiciest short, man. Talk about watermelon, okay? This would be so. I need to purchase myself this pair of men drawstring waist print shorts. Okay, what size do you guys think I need? I don't know. I need to buy this pair of shorts just in case we actually do get to enter this short right here. Okay. This would be so dang juicy, Chintzy 13. And yes, you know, once we get up to the 40, once we get past really this level right up here, this past high, like 41, 346, you know, once we start coming higher than that, you know, guys, I hope everybody I need to buy these and do a giveaway for somebody, and we can all wear them together. This is quality, guys. This is absolute quality right here. Look at these print shorts. Man, look at that. That is nice. Look at the string. You know, that is super nice, guys. You could tie this string so tight, you don't have to worry about these falling down when you're jogging outside. You know? When you're jogging outside in your watermelon shorts. Shout out to Matt Barnes. Thanks for being here, man. Shout out to Dominique de Graaf. Says 24 minute is looking bearish as frizzle. Yeah. Chintzy 13. I've been long, bro. Bulls are back from church. Bears are in confession. Yeah, I'm long too, man. Well, I'm long and short, I guess. Can you make long johns and shorts with a fib pattern all over them? That would be awesome, Hira J. The 8 hours showing more green candles than ever before. Red has to come soon. Yeah, but you know how Bitcoin gets, right? James McCullen wants to know, what's with me and watermelons? Well, here's the thing. My daughter loves watermelon. My chickens love watermelon. My wife loves watermelon. I love watermelon. I grow watermelon. And there's been a lot of watermelons in my life lately. And I have been going outside in the heat of the day, right? Working on the land, guys. Working the land, you know. I am working the land, weeding and keeping squash bug eggs off my crops and neem oiling my cabbages, and you know, taking grass clippings and mulch and all this stuff and spreading it out, planting stuff, and it's hot, okay? And I come inside, and shout out to Big Butts 28, my wife. You know, she comes out, she's like, "Hey, Jason." That's how she talks. I'm like, "What's up, Big Butts 28?" She's like, "Want some watermelon?" And I'm like, I do. And I take that first bite, guys. I take that first bite. Do you know how refreshing it is to take that first bite of watermelon? It is so refreshing. And so every time I enter a good trade, it's like it's been dry and deserty outside, you know. Guys, let's see if we can get this video up to 750 likes before the end of the stream so I can give away 0.025 Bitcoin. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's not. Yes, Sushant Kumar, we could very well drop back down because of the CME gap. I was just talking about that, man. Yep, I was just talking about that. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to dip out here, but before I go, let me just one last time drop the $80 discount for the course. Boom. And yeah, you can. That's at Actually, let me just put this in here. $80 off. $80 off. Boom. And yeah, all right. So I'm going to head out, guys, but I pray that all of you are blessed and receive this blessing. Receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. Yavarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel, which means in English, may the Lord bless you, and may He guard and protect you, and may He shine His light upon you, and may He have grace upon you, and may He lift up His face upon you and give you completeness and peace in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. I do pray that all of you guys are blessed. And I will see y'all, Lord willing, mañana.